Let's see if we can wrap up Thieves Guild. Need to return the skeleton key back to Twilight Sepulchre. Solitude and Windhelm side missions as well. Might as well do those first. Advar's house.
Stop! In the name of the Jarl! By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Come on.
Right. But you just watch yourself. Next time I might not be so lenient.
I love it that you can even attempt to talk your way out of a murder. Well, out of an arrest, really. Not really murder. Murder is still on. We should just be minor warm-up. That's one for Solitude, and what's this side here? Engleheart Hall, okay. Support one for Solitude. And this would be the 5th of Windhelm. So once we return the item, we can go on another specialty mission immediately. Need to get rid of potions.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
Early in the morning for shops to be open. The ingredients we buy won't amount to much.
My master can be a bit short. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
They didn't know what I mean.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Iron ore. Wouldn't happen to have a door? No. Have things changed much with the Empire in charge?
Well, not yet. The Empire hasn't been in charge for that long, and real change takes time. Still, having a just and honorable man like Brunwolf in charge can only be an improvement. Unlike Ulfric, Brunwolf has shown a great willingness to work with the other races and make us feel more at home here. For the first time in a long while, I truly believe that there are brighter days ahead.
No.
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind
What
the
do you
forge?
want,
I
milk
think I saw it
drinker?
there.
The finest weapons and armor.
Moonstone. And iron ore. You have something reasonable to trade with, though. I don't want to give up the Nightingale bow. We have no use for it really, but another unique item. Don't want to throw it away. We're gonna just pay with cash
Don't
this time.
forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword.
See if I can jump a few items. We should have about 60 points free carry weight after that.
Let me know if you see anything. Can't say I mind the sight of all. Take a look.
Grand Soldiers. Wouldn't happen to have a door. No. Fine, fine, fine. $7,700. Worth of that one item stack alone.
Do come again.
Gonna have to start really using the conjuration now. Twilight Sippage. So conjuration, 10 levels. Need it as quickly as possible. That would be a lifesaver. No, 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 no.
That's the best you can do. Damn you.
For fuck's sake.
Boost, Roda!
What kind of group fight going on here? Wrathman seems to be doing just fine. It's not going down quickly, but it's not really killing anything either.
Boost, Roda!
Use conjured weapons that help quite a bit. Don't really get who's involved in this fight. There's a lot of people involved. Vampire group was one, but vampires don't really have archers usually. Unless there's trolls.
Like the bite of a flea.
Night Lord Vampire is basically
Boost, Roda!
quite sure who is involved in this goddamn fight. Bandit my orders. Now this shit. Next. Ooh, the arrow guy. Anyone else? You sort of suck. You have great survivability, Mr. Rathman, but it might be the difficulty level. In general, NPCs attacking NPCs does jack shit at this point. So, using spells to get them to attack each other is more of a distraction than anything else. Still useful, but usefulness has drastically been reduced. That's how it feels like. Well, I guess it was it was what? Bit of a mixture of a lot of things. How good is this anyway for our skill? It's moving forward, but yeah, we have a long way to go. We should use, well, we could use conjured weapons. That would help. That's probably a good idea. It's better than sitting there doing, watching and doing nothing. That's just so time consuming and wasteful. I'm not doing that. So conjured weapon maybe? It's shit, but it's still better than nothing. This actually reminds me of the place where Dark Brotherhood's first hideout was, very much so. Except this one has bees. We'd have to reach somewhere around level 80 if we want to do enchantment route without going legendary with anything else. Doable. Doable, I think, but even then the conjuration experience would help quite a bit.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you?
I'd ask the same question of you.
The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity.
What happened to the rest?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here.
How are you to blame?
I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
You're Gallus.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
I have the key.
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey?
Dead.
Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
I did this for the guild.
You've done the guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
Carlia helped me.
Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal.
And take the key and right all the wrongs.
Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible.
Ow.
From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying.
How can a spirit die?
The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
And I have to proceed alone.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
What will I face in the pilgrim's path?
I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help?
How does the Ebonmere affect all of us?
The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck.
Okay, what we do involves skill.
Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal, she influences our luck. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade.
How's that changing the way things are?
Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits.
So, with the Ebonmere closed, our lucks run dry.
Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason. Good luck, Nightingale.
Luck has nothing to do with it. I'm going to temporarily need a bound sword. So, decided to go inside the door. Let's try this one.
suppressed. Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead.
This weapon is just so bad. Oh, there's another son of a bitch shooting arrows at us. That's where the damage is coming from. It's a dragon weapon. That's interesting. Sweet Jesus. Ah. A two-handed dragon club. Dragon bone club. Seems like they might be getting weapons according to my level. This looks like a secret door. It is. Elixir of regeneration. What does elixir regeneration do? Health regenerates 100% faster for 300 seconds. That is impressive.
No one hides from the dead.
Dragon bone sword.
Only a fool tries to kill me.
No soldier large enough. What is this? This is weird. It's all kind of weird. these are the trials we have to face. Oh. Nocturnal. How is this a trap? It's a decoy. And now what? Near sanctum.
Death comes for you now.
Where's the other guy? I think they're both on that side then. Well, this is convenient. Maybe so convenient, I'm not sure I want to keep this up. Hardly matters. We have hundreds of these. Yeah, this would have been an alternative way to get past the traps. Get past the traps or fight it. I wonder, can we get a trophy out of this fight? Yeah, I don't mind using just a healing spell to tank these. Regeneration has room to move upwards too. It never really sees enough action. Next. Sacred Witness. Skill book, but probably for a skill that we were... Those seemed like possible triggers. Like pressure plates. Probably being paranoid. Hardly matters anyway. Upper lock design. Lock picking to 89. Very nice. Inner sector. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something terribly wrong with the lighting here. Again, it's too confined. Lighting really, it has its limits, and then it just goes away. Very bright, then turns blackness. Gonna die from this? Look like I have a lot of options. Enders. Can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all those ridiculous riddles just to end up here? After I memorized Nistrom's clues he'd collected from Lithelus, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes soon. I'm getting hungry. How are we gonna get out? There was no floor. Not really.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the Sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Pleased? She sounded indifferent.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What's this about becoming an agent of Nocturnal?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife.
Why can't I be all three?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
So, what now?
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it.
And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
The beginning of what?
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin, and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Tell me about the Agent of Strife.
This agent of strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger.
To absorb something.
The agent of subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time.
You already can do that, but maybe this ability has different level, different magnitude.
The agent of stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible.
Okay, Agent of Subterfuge.
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Carlisle?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your...
Guess I chose the power already. But this is worthless. No. For 2 minutes, you automatically become invisible while sneaking. I still didn't want it, but whatever.
years would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Guess we're gonna go with the guild missions. We should be getting a specialty mission for Windhelm. I'll at least go and ask what it is. If we can finish these specialty missions, I mean spread the guild's influence, I think then we can become the guild leader. Until then,
So, what could I... If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done.
special request.
Got word from Torsten Cruelty in Windhelm that a rival guild is trying to get itself started. Not only that, but they're giving us thieves a bad name by murdering their marks. Get over there and see what you can do.
That will ask for extra work.
Slow down. You have that special request in Windhelm to finish first. After that's done, I'll send you some more jobs.
Back with good news and with no strings attached. Not bad. Here, got some coin for you. I think you should finish that special assignment Delvin gave you. Then we'll talk.
Welcome to the cozy little family. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Treasures. Guess we're getting rid of bottles. Poisons of fear. We have disease immunity, so probably don't need that many cure disease
Plenty of work
potions.
to do here.
Is by taking extra work.
So we're done. 3 special jobs left, including the Windhelm one. And in order to get the others, we need to do 3 specialty jobs. And there's still 3 we can do for Riften. I'm not sure if we're gonna get anything from that. I want to see it. I actually think I'll end it here. Go to Windhelm, talk to the guy, see what happens. Rival Guild.